Hi, Shalom. This is GMS on Let's Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Rakakodash, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading this word, this sincerity and truth all over the four corners of the earth. What I want to talk about today, in this walk and talk lesson is maturity. What's important is, based on the scriptures and this truth that we walk in, is that you mature in this truth. You got to mature in this truth. You got to grow. You got to adapt. You got to change concerning the situations that we are put in. You got to adapt to the circumstances of the things that are going on, through the spirit. You got to adapt with those ways, man. You can't stay on the same level all the time. So you got to grow. Just like Yahushua was explaining about the talents. If you just want to keep one talent and bury it, then when the Lord comes back, He's gonna look at you and be disappointed, man. So what have you been doing? So with this truth comes leveling up, man, and that's maturing in this truth. Because the moment you come into this truth, you're just a babe, man. You're a newborn babe. You come in this truth, you need to relearn things. Oh yeah, let me put that thing out. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah, you need to relearn things, man. The things that you learned in the past, Caesar Borgia, Christianity, whatever, Islam, whatever what you have been taught or grew up with, you need to relearn and become as a babe again. But you can't stay a baby forever, man. Just like a man, that basically grows up and eventually is like 40, 45 years old, and still doesn't know how to cook for himself or take care of himself, provide for himself. It's important that we learn how to do that, man. Grow and mature in the flesh. Now the same thing you have to apply for the truth, man, for the spirit. You can't just stay and hang on the same level. You come in the camp, you become a sign holder, and you stay a sign holder until the kingdom comes. It doesn't work like that, man. You gotta level up, man. That's a very important key in this truth, man. To level up, to mature. That's the word that I chose for today. Mature, man. And the scriptures go into that. So I'm gonna touch on the subject, while I'm walking. And Yaratazah is gonna be edifying. So what I did was I looked up the word mature in the Etym online website, etymology, which is ology. Whenever you see ology, it means study. Etym is the root of the word. So what it really is the study of the root of the word. So on this website, when you type in a word, they're gonna give you the root, where it came from. So we use this, and we also go into the Hebrew, which that's where it all started. So we go to the Blue Letter Bible, look up the Hebrew word there and the meaning, and through the Spirit we filter it. So this is the word mature from the 1400, maturen, encourage, superation, mid 15th century, of plants, cause to ripen, bring to maturity, from Latin maturare, to ripen, bring to maturity, from maturus, ripe, timely, early, related, early, of the morning, ripeness. The root is probably the same as manus, good. it says intransitive sense of come to a good state of ripeness, become ripe or perfect. Hey, that's beautiful. The financial sense of reach the time for payment. That's a bogus one. So you see that it goes into fruits, plants, fruits, and like it says, this one I like, become ripe or perfect. Because to be ripe is to be, in your complete state where a plant needs to grow to, so he's able, to be plucked and to fall off. Is basically his growing on the tree. Let's say an apple grows on a tree, and when he's ripe, or a mango, he grows on the tree. When he's ripe, it drops because he's ready. It's full of juice, it's full of fruit. They call it here in Holland, they call it the meat of the fruit, which is spiritual, because herbs in the scriptures is also referred to as meats. So we have to basically build up through the Spirit until we reach that perfect state, man. We have to strive towards perfection. I was talking with this I was talking with a brother today, concerning this, man. Like, yes, it's difficult, and yes, we will never be able to be like the Most High. But what did Yahushua say? Bring it up. Matthew chapter 5 verse 48. Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So, do you really think that Yahushua thought that we was gonna be able to reach that level of perfectness, like the Lord Yahweh? Do you think that Yahushua said it because he thought it was gonna be possible with this flesh? No, he said it so you put the bar high. That's the thing with this truth, man. You gotta put the bar high. You gotta expect the most of yourself. You gotta expect that you grow, that you level up, that you learn more things by the day. Become more spiritual. Therefore, we also pray. We pray to gain things in a spiritual form. We pray for that, man. You gotta pray for that, man. It's not a thing. Just repetitiously pray. Not that only, because we gotta pray without ceasing, man. Daily, of course. And of course the same type of prayers come back. But I mean, like, you have to meditate upon those prayers too, man. What do you want? What do you need? I brought out this example today when I was talking with the brother. If you pray for something and you want to learn that skill, let's say, let me just bring out myself as an example. What I wanted was, I wanted to become more patient. I wanted to become more patient. So don't expect the Most High to be like, okay, there you go, here you have patience. No, man, it doesn't work like that, man. The Most High is not just, here, there you go, here you have patience. No, man. The Most High is gonna put you in situations that you have to learn to become patient. That's what the Most High does. He puts you in certain situations and basically tells you, like, there you go, trying to become patient, dealing with this situation. So eventually what happened was, I prayed for that. I was like, Lord, Baba Kasha, let me become more patient, because back in the world, man, I was a hothead. If I told you once and you didn't hear it, I wasn't gonna tell you again. And I would tell you straight, like, if you don't listen to what I'm saying, that's too bad for you. If it was something that you basically needed, to hear, it's too bad for you, man. I ain't gonna repeat myself. I was a motherfucker, man, in the truth. It's like in the world, you know. I was a motherfucker, man. I didn't give a shit about what you thought, you know. I didn't have no patience for nobody. So that was a carnal mind state that I had back in the world. So I wanted to get rid of that. So I asked the Lord, man. So what did the Most High do to let me grow? What did the Most High do to make me to mature in this truth? He placed me in the same house with a brother that that has bad hearing. A brother that has bad hearing, that doesn't know a lot of words, you know, because of that, the bad hearing. You know, his vocabulary is not that big. You know, like if you would use certain words, he wouldn't know the meaning of it. You know, and then let's say I would be in the kitchen, and I would call him. He's in the living room, and I would call him. He wouldn't hear me. Meanwhile, he's sitting right there in the couch. He wouldn't hear me. So that required a lot of patience from me then, and the Most I basically worked that out with me to the point that I've grown in that skill and became more patient with people, you know, especially with the brothers, the Akyam and the Struth, you know, and also while teaching, man, because you need to have patience also with people when you teach. Can't expect that they understand it immediately and stuff like that, you know. So the Most High is gonna put you in a situation where you're gonna have to learn that skill. You know, if you never been pushed in the corner in the boxing ring, you're not gonna be experienced to be in a corner, to fight your way out of it, because you never been there. Not during training, not in the boxing matches. So then eventually if a guy puts you in the corner, you fucked, because you never learned or trained or experienced being there. So let's say, you know, on a carnal level, you would want to learn to be in a corner. The moment you get in a corner in a boxing match, you know what to do. You see, so that's also with the truth, man. The Most High is gonna put you in the situation so you can learn, and then you gotta do something with it, man. Grow and mature. So, like we just read, mature comes from the word maturare, from the Latin, which means become ripe or perfect. So what did Yahushua say? Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So that's the bar that we have to put, being in this truth, to become perfect as our Father which is in heaven, which is omnipotent, unlimited power, full wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The foolish things of the law of the foolish thing. How can I put it? The wisest things in this world are foolishness unto the Most High. You know, people. You know, for example, people be talking about, yeah, we know which hormones are being spiked in the female body when she's pregnant, which causes the baby to grow limbs, to grow organs. Okay, but where those hormones come from? Why did it spike? What happened in the body of the female that it got spiked? The Most High put it there. But Isa knows that the hormones grow, but he doesn't know how and why and what triggers it, you know, and where the hormones come from and why it does that when she's pregnant and stuff like that. He can't explain that. So he think he deep to know and to name those hormones, but he doesn't know what causes the hormones to spike. So the Most High knows. So their wisdom is nothing compared to what the Most High knows. So we have to strive to know, to dig into things and to learn and to grow, you know, and, you know, to become that man that searches out all things, man. You know, like it says in the book of Sirach. This is Sirach chapter 5 verse 15. It says, be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or a small. So don't be ignorant in anything, man. You know, there are a lot of things that you can learn from, and there's a lot of things, spiritual things going on around you day in and day out. Things you can learn from. Yesterday we was studying, me and two other brothers, you know, one Levite, one Judite, you know, came to my house. We studied, and it was dope, man. He was drinking some wine, and what happened was I opened a bottle of wine, but basically the cap of the bottle, it wouldn't get stuck anymore. Like if I would turn the cap, it basically was loose anyhow. The bottle wouldn't be able to be closed anymore. So I told the brother, what does that mean? You know, just to pull out spiritual things, man. Sometimes you gotta pull up spiritual things. I asked the brother, so what does this mean? He said, I don't know. So what is wine in the scriptures? What does wine represent in the scriptures? He said, wisdom. I said, yeah. So the bottle can't be closed no more. Fully closed no more. So the wisdom needs to be flowing. The wisdom needs to come out. You know, because you can't save the bottle. If you save the bottle, it's gonna become nasty, because you know, the air comes with it, you know, and it's not able to close. So you gotta bring it out, man. You gotta bring it out. That's the spirit. That's the spirit, man. You know, so we have to bring out this truth. That's basically the spiritual aspect that I brought out to the brother. Said we gotta bring out the truth, man. We gotta teach. This is the time, man. We gotta bring out the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of Yahweh Bashem Shai to the best of our ability. You know, so back to the point I was bringing out, we have to grow, we have to ripen to perfection. So this is Ephesians chapter 4 verse 17. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. So being renewed in the spirit, you know, having become newborn babes, the Apostle Paul said, I don't want you to walk in the same ways as the Gentiles walk. You know, Israelites that are still walking in that Gentile state of mind, you know, and also to begin with, the heathens themselves. You know, don't walk like that no more, man. You know, you have learned the way of the truth, the commonwealth of Israel again, your heritage. You know, step up your game and lose those old ways, man, that you grew up in, basically. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them. You see, alienated, man, which means to be estranged, man. The word alien goes into stranger. You know, so our people have been estranged from the commonwealth of Israel. They have been estranged from the life of the Most High, because they was ignorant, because of the blindness of their heart, the blindness of their mind. They didn't have that knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Who being past feeling have given themselves over unto lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not so learned Yahweh Shai. If so be that ye have heard him, and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahweh Shai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts. So, verse 23, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Now let's look up that word renewed. The word renewed.
Strong's G365. Ananeo. Ananeo.
To renew in the mind. To renovate. To reform. You see, so you have to renovate, man. What happens when you renovate your living room? You know, you put things in the other's perspective, man. You get some new stuff. You basically change the way it looks. So what do you have to change? You have to change the way your mind works, man. Don't get carnal. Don't do stupid shit. You know, don't meditate upon the lusts of the flesh. You know, let go of the immortal thoughts, man. Don't look up fights. Don't look how you say that. Don't get into fights and stuff. You know, or draw to them or carnal things. You know, don't think that you can just stay, you know, on one level, but renovate, man. You know, and update, man. I remember like 2 years ago, me and the brother from Los Angeles, you know, Makaya Allah, did a video about to upgrade, man. We went into the word and stuff like that. You know, did a response video on his, and we went into the word to upgrade, man. No, to adapt, Slakia. We went into the word adapt, you know, and it basically goes into, you know, to change your ways because of the circumstances that have changed. You know, so what is constantly changing? The spirit that is out here, man. We're getting closer and closer to the truth, Slakia, to the kingdom by the day. So we have to adapt, man. We have to change constantly and adapt and grow because of the times that we are living in. You see? So we gotta be renewed, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you gotta put off that old man. You can't keep walking in this truth with the same mindset. Brothers keep correcting you. Brothers keep telling you like, hey, you need to stop that shit. You know, when are you gonna learn? That's why you need to mature, man. An apple that is on the tree and stays green. Yeah, I know. They eat green apples nowadays. But I don't like them, to be honest. The apple needs to be red. With seeds in it, of course. Let's say the mango. The mango needs to be fully ripe, man. Otherwise, you ain't gonna eat it. You know, so if you're looking at a mango, let's say you bought a GMO mango. You bought it while it was not ripe yet. You put it on the, you know, you put it in the fridge or you put it wherever in the kitchen, and it stays the same. It doesn't become ripe. Eventually, you start looking at that shit like, hey, what the fuck is this? When is this thing gonna be ripe? You're gonna get a little bit irritated because you want to eat that mango. When is this thing gonna get ripe? It stays the same, man. You know, so same thing with brothers, man. Brothers gotta ripen up, mature in this truth, grow older. Can't stay babes, man. We can't stay babes, man. We gotta learn to teach. So what does the book of Hebrews say? Hebrews chapter 5 verse 12. For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. But that it can't stay like that, man. You need to be taught again. So while you are being taught again, you know, you need to mature, man, and grow through the Spirit. You know, you can't stay on the same level, man. That's the point of the video, man. Now I want to go into something more spiritual than that, which the word mature goes into a plant. Now we are actually plants, man. The Most High called us plants in a spiritual way. This is Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 21. Let me see. Let me start at 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidst, I will not transgress. So the Most High delivered us out of captivity many times. The Most High brought us back into our own land many times, and destroyed our enemies before us. And we would say, okay, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we are not going to transgress no more. You know, we would say Yahweh, of course, because Yahushai wasn't there yet. We would say that, and we would say like we are not gonna transgress no more. You know, we're gonna walk in our ways and our statutes, but eventually we would go off again, man. So for of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou saidst, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot. Yeah, worshiping entities and stuff like that, man. Dealing with other philosophies, doing all kinds of shit. So we are back in that state again, man. The majority of Israel, you know. So we have to put off the old man, and we did when we came in this truth, and we have to continue doing that. Verse 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine. It's a plant. You see that? Holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? You see, so the Most High refers to us as plants, man. As a vine, as a plant. You know, but we became degenerate, man. So, guess what? Let's look up the word degenerate first. You know, it says sawar. Sawar, degenerate. Let's see. Removed. Belt. Those who are removed and have departed. So we departed through the Spirit, man. From Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we became a degenerate plant. A plant that departed away. You know? So now being brought back in the Spirit, we have to seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai 10 times more, like the book of Baruch says. We have to step our game up, man. Can't stay on the same level, man. You know, you can't stay on the same level. You got to be that plant that is ripened, ready to be eaten. You know, that fruit ready to be eaten. That flower or plant or tree that is blooming and is full of life, man. Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, full with the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, which that's the bread of life. You know, a video that I was meditating upon to make yesterday. You know, Yaratazah, I'm gonna do it one of these days. So we are spiritual plants, man. So we gotta be a plant that brings forth fruit fully ripe, man. Which goes into being perfect. You know, and you're not gonna be able to become perfect until the kingdom comes. But to strive towards it, that's beauty, man. That's beauty. A brother always brings out a great example, which is a wife. If you have a wife that can cook, but she doesn't do it, you'd be like, man, you're full of shit, man. You can cook, but you don't want to cook. You want to order food all the damn time. Bullshit food that you don't know what they used, if they cut pork with the same knives and stuff like that. You know, they say it's halal, but you heard cats in the street say, you know, they just selling pork also. You know, you don't know what they've been doing, man. Spitting your food. You know, so this female, she can cook, but she doesn't want to do it. You're going to look at her like, hey, man, you're full of shit, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You can cook. I like your food. I like your cooking, but you don't want to do it. Okay, then you have another female. She can't cook, but she be buying cooking books to learn how to cook. She be watching YouTube tutorials. She be trying to learn how to cook for you. You be eating the food. You be like, man, this shit nasty as fuck, man. You know, she says, baby, how does it taste? I've been looking it up the whole day, trying to learn how to do it. Does it taste good? You're gonna be like, yeah, yeah, babe, it tastes good. You know? Meanwhile, it doesn't really taste that good, but the effort and the love that she put into that food, making it, that was perfect, man. that, you can't say nothing about it, man. You're gonna be like, man, this woman really tries her best. This woman really tries her best to please me. So when Yahweh Shem Yahushai sees that you are trying your best to become perfect, man, that's good, man. That's to be counted for righteousness, as righteousness. If you try your best, trying to reach your full potential. I always say, man, and you also have to understand that certain brothers, their full potential is not 20 talents. Their full potential was to multiply their talent by 2. Make 1 talent 2 talents. Some brothers have 5 talents, and their job was to make it 10. So they upgraded more, but they still just multiplied what they had. But they had, more capacity, more things given unto them to bring out, man. Then you have brothers that have 10 talents, and they make 20 of it. Even more. You gotta go towards that full potential. Whether your full potential is 2, 5, 10, 20 talents, go for it, man. Strive for perfection. So now, Hosea chapter 1 verse 9. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, which is La'imia in the Hebrew, for ye are not my people. So at one point we turned away from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So it's necessary that we seek him 10 times more, man. That we seek him now 10 times more. So you gotta level up, man. Constantly endure and constantly prove yourself before the Most High, before Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Then, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said, ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So we are in those times. We can't come back to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, of Yahshua Allah. And we recognize ourselves again. We remember ourselves again that we are the children of the Most High. So, verse 11, then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together. That's happening right now. The northern tribes and the southern tribes. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim on down. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Now if we go into the word Jezreel, it says, the Hebrew says, Yazarayala. Zarai means seed. Zarai means seed. So, Yazarayala means a seed of the Most High. Seed of the Most High. So, what is that? We are the seed of the Most High, man. The seed of the power. You see? Let me see. That which Yahweh had planted. To go in the complete definition. That which the Most High has planted. Which is what? It's Israel, man. So we are gathering together, and we have become that plant. But we have to ripen. And when we have ripened, we have been perfected, man. We have been purified. We have reached our full potential, man. That's what Yahweh Shem Yahushai desires of us. Let me pull the last scripture. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. You see? So we are being tried. We are being perfected as gold is perfected in the furnace. You see? Until we reach our full potential, and until Yahweh Shem Yahushai cracks open the sky, and delivers us out of this fucked up life, fucked up position, fucked up, environment full of poison, and grants us the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So strive for perfection, Akyam. Follow righteousness, pray, for that spirit to adapt yourself and to grow, and keep praying, man, fasting, because we're almost out of this bitch. So with that, I'm gonna say, Kala Lahim, Ya Basham, Ya Shah Basham, Kakadash, Shalom to the elect.